it's involved in inhibiting myelin production as well, which is why
Right.
massive association as well between statin taking populations and ALS.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep, an invariably fatal condition.
This is actually another one of my questions. Is the myelination and the association between early onset of Alzheimer's, dementia, Parkinson's disease?
I think that is,
Um,
I
I'm
think,
sorry. Go ahead.
no, I think that is definitely a myelination problem because all of those are neurologically based. And myelin sheathing
Right.
does exactly what the name suggests, was to sheathe the neurons from any abrasions and any externalities, extrinsic factors that are going to pose a problem to it in terms of, damage to the.
Oh,
Oh,
yep. There we go.
yeah,
Now we're back.
it cut out again, man. No, but I think that I think they're all neurological issues. They're all neurological conditions, and myelin sheathing
Mhm.
does exactly what the name suggests, which is sheathe the neurons from extrinsic factors that would abrade it in some way to interfere with its ability to regenerate the cells, for example. Um,
Right.
Something like that, something to that degree. I think that that's why. Again, I keep using that word, those words, I think, because again, when it comes to
Yeah.
associations, but you gotta admit, it's a tough, an association of a relative increased incidence of in the thousands of percentage points is tough to ignore.
It is.
Quite tough to ignore. In terms of PCSK9 inhibitors, I'm actually not familiar with what they do. This is why I need to look into pharmacology a bit more. Um,
Okay.
I'm not familiar enough with them. Bile salt sequestrants, that makes sense. I mean, they're basically, it's
Hmm.
bile salts themselves have cholesterol in them. And to
Hmm.
sequester something is to take something up. So I presume that the drug is going to take up bile salts themselves in order to prevent reabsorption of cholesterol. That's basically what I would
Gotcha.
presume is the case. Those I would actually think are less offensive to the system because they're not actively
Hmm.
interfering with genes in some way.
Right.
They're not actively throwing a wrench into the system. It's kind of like having acid reflux medications that just reduce the amount of stomach fluid you have. It's not going to
Right.
it's not going to be a good thing. You're going to be absorbing less nutrition and you could be raising your propensity for developing illnesses because you have less stomach acidity. But it's
Hmm.
not actively interfering with genes to the degree that HMG-CoA reductase inhibitors are, I think. So if you're going
Yeah.
to put them on a ranking system, I think that those are less offensive. But I mean, it's like what you said at the beginning. Less bad isn't great necessarily. Like it could be less offensive. It doesn't mean that you should be doing it. So um,
Right.
all of them, of course, they involve interfering to some extent with what the body wants to happen, though.